Και θα περάσουμε τώρα στον επόμενο χαιρετισμό.
Now we move on to our next address. Mr. Tsanakas is here with us. So Mr. Tsanakas Ioannis is a professor of pediatrics. He has been working for years in the cystic fibrosis department at the Hippocrates Hospital in Thessaloniki, and he is responsible for the scientific committee of the National Registry for Cystic Fibrosis and the scientific coordinator of Hospital at Home program for children with cystic fibrosis. He's going to share with us very interesting data. Dear friends, thank you very much for your invitation. We hold specific relations, special relations with Tsanakas, who was the supporter of this whole effort, and Mr. Adam, and I'm really glad to see him. I think that they can't hear you. Yes, okay. So, I'm really glad to have him with us. We are always enthusiastic about his calmness, his patience, and he passed the torch on to us to continue. Now, first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate the association that held the event amidst the Christmas environment that inspired me while we arrived here in the Christmas village. Because as you know, Christmas is all about hope. And what we come to confirm today here is hope on cystic fibrosis. Now, you know about the new drugs. Our great joy is that this hope today will be confirmed with figures. Up till yesterday, we would be working strenuously to give data and to compare Greek patients' condition with the European patients' condition. And you'll see with surprise that we are faring equally well as the European cystic fibrosis patients. This is a leaflet published yesterday by the Ministry with statistics, and we owe many thanks to Mr. Zografopoulos, who was the previous speaker, who has been the DBO, and he is there to safeguard the interests of patients to avoid their exposure and their data exposure for to avoid exploitation. So as you can understand, Mr. Zografopoulos works for you, and he's almost invisible. He protects and safeguards all our personal data in order for us to be able to be protected. Another thing I'd like to point out is that I'm also glad because I have passed into a group taking care of patients with severe problems. This is the Hospital at Home group. This started out with patients with cystic fibrosis because people had to be hospitalized for 14 days for IV treatment. And this was really, really displeasing because we had children having to be hospitalized. Now we decided gradually to avoid the hospitalization, and we extended this to other severe disease patients. And today we have had this opportunity given by the ministry to provide hospital services at home with hospital doctors, physiotherapists, etc. And if in case of deterioration, they are able to be hospitalized. So this is your own achievement, because this is where we started from this idea. The last thing I'd like to share with you is another very, very hopeful message. The fact that our children today and patients with cystic fibrosis, as you see through the mathematical and statistical data, have no reason whatsoever to be jealous of the European statistics. Of course, the new treatments have led to us forgetting many days hospitalization of patients. We are really glad because patients with cystic fibrosis can be treated as other patients as well. And this is what brings us joy. Now, I'm really, really glad to see that we too participate in this fight. You as parents are helping your children, and we are we are there to help you and your children, but we get the joy from you that things will move on and they'll be better. Thank you.